for that to happen because it's going to have the information in there that credits Chuck's contribution to not only his broadcast, but pioneering talk radio for so many hosts like Mark Levin. Did you know that Mark Levin was a guest on Chuck's show frequently? Nobody even knew who Mark Levin was. Pat Choate, Armstrong Williams, the list just goes on and on and on. We heard from Ted Webb from WFLA saying there would have been no AM Tampa Bay had it not been for Chuck Carter. He influenced so many people, millions of people, as a matter of fact. I mean, if you're on 350 radio stations, ladies and gentlemen, 60 to 90 cable outlets, that's significant. And for its day, back in the 90s, and then Chuck broadcast up into the 2000s, but let's face it, the heyday was at the Telford Hotel, and that's why I think it's befitting the talk radio at the Telford. And unfortunately, I witnessed the demise of the People's Radio Network. And that was at the hands of the UAW. Hillary and Bill Clinton took Chuck off the air and abused their power and put the IRS on Chuck for 18 long years. What did Chuck do for 18 years? What happened after the Telford? Some people know he was on Talk America, but some people don't remember Chuck after that. So we're going to talk about what Chuck was working on, what Chuck was doing, what Chuck did when he was not on the air. But a lot of what he did behind the scenes, I don't think you'll realize. And his struggles, he had a lot of them, a lot of challenges, a lot of frustrating ones. I just couldn't imagine 18 years, but I knew what it did to Chuck. And that story, it can be told and will be told. I need your help, though, folks, to do this. Writing and research and getting this right with time and interviewing people, the players. This is very consuming. Some travel's involved. Actually, several travel dates planned. Folks, I can't do this alone. Gathering pictures, scanning them in, obtaining them. Just all the negotiation, all the stuff that has to be done. There's just, you don't just, you can get online. You can throw some things into a processor. That's not how we roll. That's not how we're going to do it. Chuck doesn't deserve that. This is going to be done right. Talk radio at the Telford, the untold story of Chuck Carter, the Clintons, the UAW, and the IRS. Our website is forthepeopleshow.com. And that's where right now you can go and make a donation, and that meter will go up as I get a chance to go ahead and up that. But as donations come in, we'll go ahead and reflect what has come in so you can kind of keep up with that. But we're praying that we can get some strong donors in to make up for the deficit right now, because I really, to be honest with you, a little discouraged. I mean, listen, I'm not quick to give up. I'm fighting, and I'm putting a lot of skin in the game, folks. But the amount of people that hit our website, and when I mean hit, visited, listened to the tribute, tens of thousands of people from around the country. I am blown away. With the amount of people that have listened to this podcast and broadcast, because we're on radio stations across the country. We're on a radio network out of Salt Lake City, Sam Bushman's group. Sam Bushman, by the way, he wouldn't have had a talk show. Liberty Roundtable over at Liberty Talk Radio. Great group. Liberty Radio is terrific, patriotic as can be, but there's just, again, so many people that have been touched, influenced, inspired, and educated, and just set out in the right direction because of Chuck. And to me, this is just a small thing that we can do. And if you agree, please make a donation at forthepeopleshow.com. Yeah, with the numbers, you would have thought, and I mean, we gave the web address. They were right there. They saw the thermometer. So I don't know if they just think, Chuck's dead, so that's it. The show dies. The show's been going on for 4 years without, with or without Chuck. When he was able to do the show, he did the show. But for the last 2.5 years, I've been doing the radio show, but been visiting Chuck, at the nursing home, bringing him what he needs, and just, trying to get through life as most of you are trying to do. But we do have bigger plans for the broadcast to expand. But right now, my focus is getting this book done and doing this broadcast weekly. We have a weekend edition that goes on stations across the country, but we're going to be back on weekdays. I got to get this book out, and we're going to crank it up full speed ahead. But I need your help to do it. Yeah, 5 days a week. We were doing it for 3 years, 2 hours a day. You bet. We'll do it again. ForThePeopleShow.com. That's the website. All right, so the federal judge, Special Counsel Mueller, prosecuting Manafort to get to Trump. That's the headline by Mark Swanson from Newsmax. A federal judge challenged Special Counsel Robert Mueller's prosecution of Paul Manafort, scolding prosecutors today for squeezing the former campaign manager to get information that would help impeach President Donald Trump. The vernacular is to sing Judge T.S. Ellis is to sing, said the judge. Judge T.S. Ellis III, who is, by the way, folks, a Ronald Reagan appointee, told prosecutors in the Alexandria, Virginia courtroom. Ellis was hearing motion to dismiss arguments in the Virginia case in which Mueller's team had charged Manafort with filing false income tax returns, as you could probably recall, failing to report foreign bank accounts and bank fraud, and the charges related to work he did for the government of Ukraine. You don't really care about Mr. Manafort, bank fraud, Ellis said during the hearing. You really care about getting information Mr. Manafort can give you that would reflect on Mr. Trump and lead to his prosecution or impeachment. Ellis didn't rule on the motion, saying that he wants to see unredacted versions of Deputy Attorney General Rod Rosenstein's orders assigning special counsel before he can issue a ruling, and Ellis gave prosecutors 2 weeks. 2 weeks, folks, to provide. So Ellis said special counsel should not have unfettered power to prosecute Manafort. Folks, this is unequivocally, the judges just called it. Folks, this is what the billboard said. This is people out, #resist. These are the folks at any cost, whatever it is. Yeah, they don't care about that money trail. They wanted to get back to Trump. They want to indict him. They want to prosecute. They want to pin him against the wall. But folks, I'm here to tell you, Trump has done zero wrong. And that's what it's going to show. All the money, all the time, all the energy, all the effort. But let them be. They got to do it. It's got to play out in front of the American people. But it's the charades. But this is exactly what's going on. And Trump is right. It's the fake news. It's the people that still can't get over that Hillary's not president. You know it's true. ForThePeopleShow.com. Donate now. We'll be back with more For the People live across America.
Why is Consumer Cellular your choice in wireless?
Consumer Cellular helps me save money.
It's simple and easy.
It is reliable.
I like the fact that there are no contracts.
By moving to Consumer Cellular, my cost is 50% less than it was.
They fit the plan to you.
I have everything I want with Consumer Cellular.
Their customer service is fabulous.
Customers are the number one priority.
I really feel like they take care of me.
We're proud to have received the J.D. Power Award for highest customer service 3 times in a row.
We really appreciate the AARP discount.
AARP members get exclusive discounts.
It's easy to switch. You could use your own phone and you could use your own number.
Wild horses wouldn't drag me away from Consumer Cellular.
Go with Consumer Cellular.
You're going to save a lot of money.
Now, for a limited time, get a $20 credit on any new line of service. Call 1-800-918-4704. Go online or visit a Target store today.
Introducing the official For the People coffee mug featuring the colorful red, white, and blue For the People logo with Keith Allen. on a ceramic 11-ounce coffee mug, perfect for any hot beverage of your choice. This mug is a great reminder of what we stand for: God, country, and family, with conservative values and good old-fashioned common sense. To order your For the People coffee mug, pay just $20 plus $3.99 shipping and handling at forthepeopleshow.com. That's forthepeopleshow.com. And enjoy.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Donate online at carsforkids.com. That's cars with a K. Pickup is quick and easy. You'll get a vacation voucher and maximum tax deduction.
1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Common sense coming your way for the people, coast to coast. Keith Allen, once again, your humble host. And here we are at Studio 1A in Tampa, Florida, where we do our broadcast from. And Chuck, he actually kicked off For the People from a garage. Could you believe that? Before he moved to the Telford Hotel in White Springs, Florida, 3 River Street. Remember that? White Springs, Florida, right? Way down upon the Swanee River. Remember that? Remember the bumper music used to come in there? Way down upon the Swanee River. You know, it's a town that just stands still. It's really hard to believe. It's going to be tough. I'm shooting the documentary, walking on the grounds of the Telford Hotel and stepping into the Telford. It's been many years since I've stepped into the Telford Hotel, but I'll tell you, memories, a lot of really good memories were made from that Telford, and so many great things happened and really changed the course, I think, in many ways leading up to today, where now Donald Trump is in the White House, where people thought this was impossible. And if you really think about it, back in the 90s with Ross Perot and Pat Choate, when they ran, this is what they ran on, folks. They talked about immigration. They talked about building the military. They talked about how we were getting ripped off with GATT and NAFTA, and Chuck was right on that with Clinton, right on the money, 100%, hook, line, and sinker, and they were furious because he knew that they were up to no good, and he knew that this was going to throw America out of kilter with jobs. It was going to ruin Main Street, and folks, it did. It did. That's exactly what happened. It rolled up the sidewalks of thousands of small cities and once thriving downtowns, and you can see traces of that all over the country, and some towns are making a comeback. Some places are really doing a great job where mom and pop businesses are opening up again, but because of Donald Trump. And this was quite interesting, and this kind of put a big grin on my face today as I came into the studio, and I said, you know what, we got to be more upbeat. Chuck is in glory now, and he's with his wife, his dad, his mother, his dogs. I mean, Chuck fought the good fight, and he's at his rest right now. So we got work to do still when we're down here. But here's the good news. Say, what's the good news? Tell me what the good news is. Well, here's the deal. Mr. Douche, who that's what they called him on CNBC, but this actually was on MSNBC. Mr. Douche, who appeared on MSNBC's Morning Joe, he was explaining how unemployment is down dramatically. He says he said today that Trump victory could be in the bag. He says based on unemployment records, an 18-year low. as well as dealings with North Korea. I'm not even kidding.